Welcome back to What's It Worth? I'm Andrea Joyce, along with our sports memorabilia expert, John Brigandi. Joining us now is Shawn Murray from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And Shawn, these are incredible photographs taken by your grandfather, who was a professional photographer. Tell us a little bit about this collection.
Oh, sure. Well, my grandfather, Bruce Murray Sr., was a professional photographer for over 40 years. And amazingly enough, well, he loved baseball and shot a lot of baseball back during his time. And what's amazing is that the negatives that he had taken of a lot of these famous ball players survived the years. He handed them down to my father.
And they're negatives like none of us have ever seen negatives. These are glass negatives?
Exactly. Large format, either 4x5 or 5x7-inch glass plate negatives from that era. And they're still very easily to be produced from original prints produced from them. And so these were handed down to my father to me, and he taught me photography also. I just started a few years back to start printing these from the original negatives.
And so you sell these, you print your grandfather's photographs, and if you do want to see these closer, if you want a closer look at these and some of the others, you can go brucemurray.com. You have a lot of them online to look at.
I do.
What do you think makes these special? I mean, I'm looking at these and I'm thinking, well, maybe I should ask you, John. You know, you're the unbiased person, maybe. Take us through some of these photographs, because to me, they just look so different from so many of the images that we see from that era.
First and foremost, what makes them stand out is the clarity of the photograph. Each one is so beautifully developed from a perfect negative. And secondly, of course, the images. We have images of all the greats, of Ruth and Gehrig and Cobb. There's a Ruth in his last time at bat, in his last game when he was with the Boston Braves, and of someone even outside of baseball, Thomas Edison. That one is, in particular, is just fabulous, with Ty Cobb and Edison looking to the sky, and of course Connie Mack looking to the sky as if to say, you know, one day there'll be, there's going to be lights. We're going to play this game under lights during the nighttime. Oh, come on, silly! How silly of you, right? Great crystal clear photographs, and this is what serious collectors look for.
And Shawn, you actually, you've made these limited editions so that there are only a certain number of these available, but then you had a last print of each one?
Yeah, in order to, I felt, you know, the negatives were handed down to me. In order to do something proper with them, to honor my grandfather, as I feel he should be, I did them printed from the original negatives. I did an archival process. I made them limited edition and numbered. They were never published before, so they're unique in that way. And I contacted the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, and I've already donated the final print of each one to the Baseball Hall of Fame.
And they said bring them over for sure,
it's part
definitely.
Of
so John,
collection.
put a price on these. How do you do that? Especially, you look at one like Smiling Ty Cobb. I mean, is that worth more than all the other photographs of Ty Cobb where he's not smiling?
Well, yeah. Again, the images are fabulous, and you can tell they were done by a great old-time photographer. You don't see these type of images anymore. These guys really took their work seriously in those days. Values. I have to give you a range. They are new. They're not the original photographs. If they were the original photographs, I will tell you, you know, $5,000 and $10,000 a piece if they were the original photographs. But someplace between $250 and $500 a piece. It takes time and it takes expert work in order to just develop his original negatives. That's what people have to realize. It's a time-consuming process.
And very gratifying, I'm sure, to carry on the family tradition. Thanks so much for coming in.
Sure. Thanks.